Okay, let's continue the Outer Worlds. Yeah, we got the science weapon from Phineas's place. I didn't install the acid sweeper thing yet either.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Sure.
Registering new owner, Captain.
Where did you come from?
All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box.
I want to know more about you.
Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
Ooh. What do you say, Sam? You want to help me clean up this colony?
Got stubborn stains. Leave them for SAM.
Welcome to the crew.
SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
Sweet. Oh yeah, is that Hunter gonna become our crew member as well? We got these biological things here. I think their name was Nyoka.
Good to see you, boss.
How'd you end up on the Groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
And you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
You were a stowaway.
That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than Rungleech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker.
How did you manage?
Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Like the incident with the tossball stick.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
I will. Ooh, melee check. I am nowhere even close to getting that. If we have a disagreement, I expect you to be civilized.
Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
Glad you're not wasting your life holding boxes.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going. Good to see you, boss.
I was expecting to get a companion quest, but maybe not yet. What about Ellie?
Something on your mind?
Not yet. Okay, what do we have? Murder on Ariadnos. Monarch. Holbrook is gonna have the next lead on a science weapon. There's the sublight mission in Stellar Bay. And Holbrook or Max. Okay, everything's going to Monarch.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are they doing out here?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-world traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are Sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Not what I expected to find on Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
You're saying the board's been lying about this place.
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Gonna have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
It depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tosswell poster coming in on the next Sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Oh, I really want to see Felix's reaction to that. Sure, I can ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
The Yacht Club.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
Why is this place called the Yacht Club?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
Are there any yachts in Stellar Bay?
Nope. But a man can dream.
How well do you know Nyoka?
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
You said you're not used to seeing new faces around here.
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the Iconoclasts or some such.
What happened at Amber Heights?
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
We have lost trade.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Idle pleasure to meet you.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Sure, another round.
Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
Thought you can help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there.
She is sloshed.
You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? That's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Alright, I'll be back. Yeah, so most of my skills have reached that specialization point. You know, I'm kind of liking the handguns in this one, so maybe I should specialize in those. Long guns and handguns. I could specialize in a type of dialogue as well. Man, I feel like I want to get something in everything. Getting a lot of hacking from Max. Engineering from Parvati, I've got 77. Quiet weapon damage would be fun. Just need to get the parts.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged. Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Ooh.
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Very generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
Charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
If I have to eat one more weird science project based off as food in the Spratfuck colony, I'm going to stab someone. Afraid not.
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
What exactly are you hoping to accomplish?
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
You make a good point.
Indeed. Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
How do you mean to do that?
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
All sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Ordinance or ordnance? 1 intelligence. Where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
Sure, I'll know when I find it.
Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Sure. Now let's do Nyoka's thing first. Passion pills. I don't know, caffeine tablets are pretty damn good. Used a lot of them myself.
Capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Uh-huh.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
It'd be nice to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
Actually, the pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Yeah, absolutely horrible. That's just awful.
Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
I don't know, Auntie. You have to pry that cigarette from my sweet little cheeks.
Aren't you a saucy thing?
Oh.
I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience, dearie.
Max, Parvati, leave. Why don't you show me a thing or two?
Much as I'd love to. My rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for?
I mean, she probably doesn't want us to... Or she probably wouldn't give it to Nyoka. That's what I'm thinking. Private.
Now, there's no keeping secrets from Auntie Abigail. I'll tease it out of you one way or another. Also, I really do have to enter someone's name for the allotment. After all, I have to keep track of where our little pills wander off to.
Why don't you just write down my name as Lotso Bits? How's 2928 sound?
Well, I suppose I could use the money to supply our little clinic for the rest of the town. Very well. I'll make an exception for you this one time. But let's keep this between us, dearie.
I feel like a slut. Well, good thing I've got 20. I had 20k. And she's just downing those.
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
Got your magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Max, wait on the ship.
Long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome to the unreliable crew.
So,
Right.
Monarch safe, huh? That's real honorable work, Miss Nyoka.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
There's a gun store here. There's the vending machines. These are like food vending machines though.
Wrapped musk and canid eyes, right here. Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
I do have that look.
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
See what you have.
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much.
Why would I want these? Well, it's wood. What's that one? Why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Already you know who he's talking about.
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand
Oh, yeah.
idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a Mantiqueen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Mantiqueens, especially.
I kept telling him he was a fool for chasing Mantiqueen tail. Anyone looking to get familiar with a queen is liable to become the bitch's supper.
Oh my. Well, I hope he's all right. Haven't seen him in a while.
Have you seen a Mantiqueen?
Sure. They're real big. Hard to miss them.
Where have you seen a Mantiqueen?
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Sure, I can keep an eye out for him.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins.
Past the ruins? That's Manta territory, all right. My professional opinion is that we leave that idiot to his well-deserved fate. No offense.
Last Mantiqueen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there, too.
Well, Mr. Pickett.
Yeah. You find him yet? Huh?
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a Raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Aldo's missing. Where'd you last see him?
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the man to save your little Tucky. And I was right.
This is weird.
He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the Raptidons, Mantisaurs, and Marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
You ain't wrong, but if he hasn't made it to Amber Heights by now, there's no saving him.
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
I'll help you find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Who are the iconoclasts? Iconoclasts are a group of survivalists living in the ruins of Amber Heights on Monarch, led by Graham Bryant, a staunch philosophist. They hope to one day tear down the corporate establishment that they believe has brought the colony to the brink of death. Ah.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you? All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
Ooh. MSI weaponry. That it? A couple more buildings. Fake fin window. Oh.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
You're right.
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Even Stellar Bay ain't safe these days. What's the world coming to?
Disrupting the place. Betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for the team called Mostly Colonists. It's from the left field toss ball betting.
Going silent.
Anything else? Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into the suitcase. Ooh.
Good day to you.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Alright, did it mean to startle?
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
What's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Why did you decide to stay in the first place?
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long.
You company folk are all the same. Choose to stay, then complain about the choice you've made.
How was I supposed to know it'd turn out like this? It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Seems like you'd want more than centimeters.
I could do with a few kilometers of cold vacuum, but that spaceship is flown.
Ever thought about leaving Stellar Bay?
Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
Why don't you just tell me?
Nothing. That's what. Because MSI is not in what you'd call good standing with the board. So even if I could get out of here, no one's gonna hire me.
Sounds rough.
Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. I've really gotta stop. Lucky you.
Abigail.
Smells like wrapped in here.
Ooh.
Wouldn't mind smelling like salt tuna.
Oh, this is Altoona place.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
What are you talking about?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Pescatological? Like pescatarianism? Chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors.
Ooh.
He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Don't you have rules about that sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit.
I've been really enjoying it.
Strange yourself? Maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
Talk to you later. Yeah, it has a rough start to it, but after that it's been great so far. Yeah, the starting location is pretty rough. move on with Nyoka's thing. Do I have any silencer mods? Oh, I do. Oh yeah, this gun that I have can't be modified. Oh yeah, and is it a muzzle mod? Barrel. I see. Okay, so I need to find some weapons that have a barrel mod slot.
You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret, I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
I really like the interactions between the crew members. Increase lying skill. Uh-huh. Sure. Radius of footstep sounds, melee damage, range damage. Damn, she's got a heavy weapon. Ooh, and damage to creatures, nice. That is so much damage.
Can we talk? Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Thanks for the compliment, I think.
I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
What kind of danger are we talking about here?
Nothing we can't handle.
Right, let's hear it.
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
What do you need to do?
First, we go to Hayes. I'd buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
After that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Sounds fun, let's go.
Thanks, Cap.
Ooh. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
You'll get used to it. Give it 10 or 15 years. Right, here's the road. Follow it south.
I thought I took a burn effect for a moment. a lot of stuff here. Nice shooting.
No messes.
Hello, hey. A nice hat. Sweet. Leadership skill and persuasion. Sweet. It's got like no armor. Were they praying? That's a cool detail. Ooh, that's a lot of armor. And there's so much to explore here. Raptidon Colossus. No, this is like the fourth area. Yeah.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both.
I wonder who used to live here. Do you suppose anyone remembers anymore?
Yeah, it's more deserty. Edgewater has kind of a lushness to it. But a similar color palette for sure. And the houses look very much alike because they come like packaged. It's like they're like sold for cheap. The windows are fake. Like that one has the window ripped off. You can see the wire underneath. Mother residence.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
The Edgewater deserters were perfectly nice, and they lived outside the city walls. Well, maybe not Adelaide, but everyone else.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
Yeah, I'm getting cannibal vibes. Don't mind if I do.
Excellent. You've arrived at just the right time. My wife is putting the finishing touches on dinner.
I'm not eating that.
Please, make yourself at home until it's ready.
Something ain't right about this.
You're getting the vibes from of the first season of Telltale Walking Dead from this.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
What are you talking about?
You know, the ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on the front. They don't taste very good, but they make me feel so nice. Hungry, too.
Don't have any.
That's too bad. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
What can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Why isn't he bringing you more rocket candies?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
We wouldn't want to intrude.
Yeah. Hmm. Oh, Nyoka gives you stealth. Quite a lot of it too. There it is.
Sulfur-sodden assholes. Ain't enough that the rats eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
I'm gonna be sick.
Hey, the board was right about that. Oh. Well, there's the eschatological chief. If lost, please return to Ballard Velma, or current supervisor of MSI Fishery Operation in Stellar Bay. Ooh, unique knife. Grabbing my shotgun.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
Veteran Cannibal accuses me of being nosy.
Quickly, my dear. He's getting agitated. We can't let the meat spoil.
Don't worry. We'll make this quick.
Roasted that one good. Might be a bit too well done for them though. It's not really stealing when the owners are dead. Ooh, expensive whiskey. Well. That was something. Okay, back to Nyoka's thing.
Feels like the old bits outside of Edgewater. Used up, unneeded, left to settle into ruin.
Don't bother knocking on any doors. If anyone's inside, they're liable to respond with gunfire.
Oh, there's the asset pit.
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
Got 'em all!
Would be interesting to do a XP from companion kills build and then put all of your stats into the companion stuff. Do like a leader build. Yeah, it's really cool. I found it in the last place. It puts like a burn effect on the enemies. I've been really impressed with all the handguns in this one. They all feel really good to use. Oh, this is the first pistol that does a burn, and this is a corrosive pistol that I picked up. It's good for taking out armored enemies and mechanical enemies. Oh, they've got a flamethrower. Shit. Okay, gotta be careful with these. Higher level. Man, that thing hurt. Why did it put me forward? Oh no, just a little bit up the road. Oh, that's what it is. This thing has a really slow reload. Ooh, that's so weird. Bayside Terrace ruins. Yeah, I thought that the slow-mo got stuck for a moment. But it's just that that weapon has a really slow reload. Offer safe power generation system. Unauthorized access to this equipment may result in injury, death, or unemployment. Calibration progress 0.04. Estimated time to completion 341.7 days. Nice. Okay, we'll have to come back here later for something probably. I imagine that this is gonna relate to Sanjar's quest line. Yeah, it's locked away. Okay. Yeah, I think I might move to the pistols completely. I just really love them in this game. Usually I'd be all about the sniper rifle, but not in this one. Kinda fits thematically as well. God damn it. Cascadia Fallbrook Amber Heights. And this is a really big place. I feel like cutting across a little bit. Don't jump into the sulfur pits. Yoga warned us. The hell was that weapon? Not like a knockback. This fucking slow reload. I might have gone into a New Vegas situation that I shouldn't have left the road. What is this? Chastity's Hideaway. Holy shit! I think Parvati took aggro of that. Oh, that's a really slow, heavy damage sniper rifle, just like I like it. Oh shit. Yeah, maybe I'll have to follow the road. Okay, there we go. This sniper rifle is much more my type.
Don't mess with us.
Amber Heights. We should finish Nyoka's thing first before we do anything else.
Off the road and down this road. We've got a decent trek ahead of us. These pools don't just stink.
I don't got much use for sulfur in my own work. Neat that it's here, though.
Hunting down this whole planet. Ooh, what kind of mods can this take? Ooh, this can take a barrel mod, so we can make it silenced.
Don't mess with us.
Okay, Fallbrook is here. Kinda wanna go back and put in those mods. Firing noise -90. Magazine size. Don't really need a spread upgrade. Oh man, that doesn't count as a quiet weapon. Noise radius is too high. Oh well. Can still snipe from really far away.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in. Hear that?
Love this. Got a lot of sway though.
Nice one.
Wow, not even a scratch.
Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending.
A lot of locations.
Was no good. Try something else.
It's a big old bug. Mantis swarm. Got it. Yeah, let's go kill some bandits. Always fun. Oh yeah. I think they were talking about this one. I hate that slow reload so much. Oh, is that yellow bit a weak spot? On top of not being able to fucking reload while running, that pistol is a killer. Oh, it put a bleed on me. The plasma making it explode. Is that what that is? Over-encumbered. Been a while since we sold stuff. Okay, this is something for a quest too, it looks like. Maybe I should drop by Fallbrook to sell stuff. That's where Max's quest line is too. What was it, Roseway?
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hands of the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Tell me about the amenities.
No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Where am I? What is this place?
Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
No.
Man, oh man, it has been a blue moon since I had to break out the Hookem-spiel. Allow me to paint a picture in your mind. A parcel of pure paradise nestled beneath a waterfall within a mountain. We've got activities of leisure. We got proclivities for vice. We got booze and bets and non-communal beds. Sublight owned and run, so you know you're safe while you're breaking the laws. Check in at the saloon to start spending your bits now.
Ah. Lilia said to be West Catherine.
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
This might be the worst Malin.
She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise, Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail. Guess it's true.
Or a round of whiskey. Or both.
I don't like the way folks are looking at me, Captain. I got my sandwich. Maybe I could stand a little closer.
Nobody messes with my crew. I'll skin him alive.
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy's got eyes like a sprat set on stealing your dinner.
Well, that's awfully kind of you, mister.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium Goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
Lilia sent me to deal with a sublight problem.
I certainly hope you're not insinuating the problem is me. I mean, that would be preposterous. I never do anything under the table. That, Miss Malin ain't aware of. If there's any issue, really, you should talk to her. She's straight back in Malin's House of Hospitality.
What was the favor you wanted?
Oh, right. Well, I mean, if you're interested. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Lie 1. That's a stroke of sheer brilliance.
See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
134 persuasion. Holy shit.
Well...
So 100 isn't the maximum. How high can you take these skills? So the maximum is 100, but I guess you can use buffs to get past that. That's weird. There's a gun store somewhere here. I need to sell some loot.
You seen Arthur today?
Insurance agent.
Always imagine Fallbrook with me.
Exploration level up. How many more? 10 previous perks. I need 2 more perks and then I can get to the last tree. Let's up those biome prices.
Pretty.
Vending machines, but I don't see a gun store. Oh, look at that. I can sell my stuff at the vending machines. Oh yeah, the chunk as well. Will I leave these back home? I forgot that how much drugs I picked up. I didn't even realize that the Reno has a weight. Right, good. Could get a range upgrade For the sniper rifle. You can punch the dude. I'll do that later. I already put a weapon range on this. Don't mind. Holy shit! That was like a bloody mess perk. God damn.
Rotting river, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. Other's the slope up. If you're up for some fun, let's chat. What's up?
Mentioned a more fun way up the mountain.
Right. We can take the caverns up, but if you ain't into spelunking, there's a path a little ways north. I'd warn you, it'll be a tough trek. Big bad's up on that hill. I'm game to hunt them if you are, but it'd be safer to stick to the caverns.
Let's go hunting. Up there, I guess.
Back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
Let's go.
Here we go! Right there.
That's my weakness. Ah. Oof, I'm liking this silent sniper.
This is fun, isn't it? Nice views, a little exercise and fresh air. Well, and sulfury, spory air.
It is a trek, isn't it? Almost like we don't have working lifts or roads.
Nice tanking, Parvati. Oh shit, the acro. Damn it. Okay, we'll reset. It's a really tough balance to maintain the distance. Kind of reminds me of MMOs. Shoot right at the nipples. Yeah, the plasma keeps making them explode. Which is really bad since Nyoka has a plasma gun.
Here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
you! Get over here! There are marauders up ahead!
How the hell did
Yeah, again, but I don't really have a good alternative for Nyoka. There's a skill in. Skills and LMG. I could give her an assault rifle.
Marauders navigate the cap?
Yeah. Keep a hold of the plasma
This station's
LMG.
under the protection of the corporate compliance crew. You a marauder? 'Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering, we don't take kindly to marauders.
Totally a marauder, yes indeed. No.
A coherent enough response, I reckon. Must be true. You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with marauders, you know.
What are you doing here? Hunting marauders?
I take it you ain't met the other C3s. Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with. You want more details? You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by the edge of the mountain.
I like the gameplay in Tarkov, but I can't really get into games with resets. How do I find the other C3s?
See that path that runs underneath that giant archway? Follow it on down. There's a little station near the cliff. You'll find the rest of my crew there.
Oh yeah, I think you might have mentioned that. That could be fun. So I love the gameplay in Tarkov, it's really cool, but yeah, I just don't like the Rust, Tarkov, and all those like resets. I understand the purpose in resetting player economy, but it's not for me. Oh, the DLC as well. Wonderful. Don't get a great vibe from the creator of the game either. Oof. Yeah, I think I got the cheapest one.
Wireless? They only got one on Terra 2, you know, up in Byzantium.
To be honest, I'm surprised it's still standing. Every time I set foot inside, I half expect the tower to fall over.
Yeah. Do not want this guy getting close to me. That would be cool. I don't really care for the floor system right now. It would be interesting to build a heavy floor character with that armor perk, that you get armor for every floor you have. There's some really interesting builds you could do. It would be really fun to do a companion leadership build as well. Just make your companions super powerful and get extra XP from their kills. Did I get that? I didn't get the Marauder's gun. Maybe I did. Flamethrower could be good for Nyoka.
Damn, but I like the way you fight, stranger. Wish we could join you, but I got orders to stay put.
Oh yeah, actually, Nyoka wanted us to do this one first. The burial thing. I think all of the flaws that I've seen in this have just been you take more damage of this type. And they were showcasing the weird flaws in one of the gaming events me and Liana reacted to. Like there was that one for sneaking that your bones will constantly pop when you sneak. Oh yeah, I remember that one too. Yeah, staring at the sun gets you an effect. It like blurs your vision, which seems like it would suck for a playthrough.
Love this mountain. You can see so much from here. So many beasts would need killing. So many drinks would need drinking.
We ought to camp out here tonight, you know? Make a little fire, sing songs.
Yeah, it's a powerful effect, but I don't like any vision impairing things. If it was temporary, I'd be down for it. But, like, if I'm gonna get it at the start of the fucking playthrough, I am not picking it. Would be fun for, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a wacky build run. Buried near the surface of Hayes' grave is a small lockbox. Its hinges rusted through and its wood almost completely rotted. It nearly falls apart in your hands, but in it you manage to find a tarnished silver medallion bearing the letters Charon. Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if they're gonna put this in there as well. Oh no, it was damage per flaw, not armor per flaw. For 5 damage per flaw, 5% damage per flaw, I've seen like 4 flaws so far. So that would be 20% plus damage.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Tell me about the UDL contract.
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
You didn't try to find them?
I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
Booze makes for better friends anyways. Jesus. For what it's worth, I'm glad you're trying to confront it.
Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night.
God
Come
damn.
on. Let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Can't? We'll see about that.
Oh shit, it takes a lot to repair this gun. I need to up my engineering skill.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about those. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers lung.
Right, okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, space is a nightmare.
A little early early for you to be kicking around without a drink in hand, Nyoka. What can I get you? Also,
Ooh, new guns. $74 times 3. Oof, that is way better than my current one. Could get a revolver and upgrade that into an acid weapon. I think I might have had an acid barrel. Let's see.
You're adjusting before you pull.
Shit, I didn't have a acid magazine. Want to get rid of that goddamn slow reload. It's driving me nuts.
So the ship talks? Do all ships do that?
I can't say for certain, since I only ever been on this one. Ada's something special though, ain't she?
Ada, what is it? She? It? I'm a bit fuzzy on the details.
Used to be, I thought she was a simulated intelligence. You know, a long series of commands telling her how to react to certain inputs.
You used to. What do you think now?
Well, I worked with a lot of machines, and ain't none of them like her. They can be pretty smart, but mostly they're rule books with a voice box. Ada's different.
One of life's mysteries, I suppose. I don't trust it. If it crashes us into a star, I'll be a mite upset.
It'll be a mite dead.
do your part to support the local economy. What can I get you?
Ooh, N-Ray mag. That would be cool. Restore some of your TTD meter when you deal a critical hit. Medium range weapon armor. Gotta upgrade to that. I need to get some armor pots from somewhere. Or weapon pots.
not how the game works.
Damn, look at this armor. Persuasion helmet.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways.
Oh, there we go. Way cheaper to fix on the bench. Salvage's helper is about to break too. Oh yeah, I could be breaking down stuff too. I haven't been doing this. I gotta remember to do that. Give Nyoka some upgrades. Oh, the corrosion is the damage type. Oh yeah, there's tinkering as well. I haven't done this on anything yet. Tinker items can be no greater than 5 levels above your own. Oh, so I don't really need to even get a new gun. If I don't want to. Is that what that means? I mean, I have a shit ton of money. When your health drops too low, this mod makes you temporarily invulnerable and increases your regeneration. Dialogue, tech, stealth, range weapon. Walk speed, interactable highlight. Okay. Actually, does that? Oh, I scrapped the revolver that I bought. Shit. Wondering if I could make that pistol into a close combat silenced one.
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
Sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute. Not so cute when their act got themselves munched. You know what's sexy? Confidence. You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
What if... What?
What was that revolver? Ooh, better shotgun. I think I'll just use the acid for auto mechanicals instead of the shock. Acid feels way more useful than shock damage. They're not selling the revolver anymore. Crap.
You seen Arthur today? Said you docked 3 days ago.
I'll just need to find another revolver. I forgot about this one. Hey. So the sort of is gonna be loud as shit no matter what. Yeah, the noise range is 45 meters. Same with this gun. I think it needs to be a single shot for it to go completely quiet. Got like no recoil now. What's actually my quietest gun? 15, 45, 3 meters. It's like 0.5 away from being a quiet weapon. The shotgun is laying him out.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me, face to intercom. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka! What are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast.
Need to see the information broker.
No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment. The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the Broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that, aside from you.
Why me?
You're here, and you're armed, aren't you? The feed's gone grainy, but it looks like you're packing deadly force. I know Nyoka is, for sure. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate.
Ooh.
They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again.
What's in it for me?
Aside from the bits I'll be paying you, you said you wanted something from me. Something information related. I'll give it to you, in person, once I'm safe.
How many Marauders?
Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already, they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job, permanently.
Environmental Controls Installation and Keycard. Bob, the new Environmental Controls Terminal is now installed and running upstairs. Congratulations, you message corporate about it, you get to manage it. Consider this your official notice to hide its access keycard deep in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, preferably within the archives or in one of the station's other popular sections, because I sure as hell will not allow our station's efficiency scores to plummet due to a pointless safety feature. Don't even think about testing the system out. The emergency sirens will make your ears bleed, and if you accidentally trigger the fire suppression system, it can suck the air from the room faster than this station's last performance reviews. Ooh.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
lost you hiding? You scared? Gonna find you. What's that noise? Who goes? Nice you hiding? Get shot, Captain.
Ooh. Ooh, Yoga can grab that. Oh. Nope. Doesn't seem interested.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. Do hurry on it.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
Yeah, let's butter him up a little. Not an easy man to reach, broker.
That is the primary goal behind locking myself high in a tower. Some folks don't look kindly on me being a purveyor of delicate information. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing Raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time.
Why is that?
I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions.
Is the problem how?
The bandwidth. There's too much blasted background noise. Nothing gets through but their local broadcasts. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood.
Tell me more about MSI and Iconoclasts.
Graham and his Iconoclasts believe anarchy is the way of life. Sanjar opposes it, as he's taking strides to corporatize Stellar Bay.
Where in Stellar Bay?
My former partner, Sanjar, transmits from his office in MSI's headquarters in the center of town. Don't let him try to fool you. While his messages might seem like gibberish, they are in reality coded business orders to off-world companies. I understand why he needs the bandwidth, but we had a deal and he's broadcasting ceaselessly.
Why Amber Heights?
Amber Heights is one of the only surviving settlements outside of Stellar Bay. Graham Bryant and the Iconoclasts there got their hands on a working relay station. Now they're ceaselessly transmitting Philosophist ramblings on my airwaves.
Can't we cut them off from inside the station?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end.
I'll talk some sense into them.
You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience.
Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
He's your friend and in need.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
You're an info broker, what's that?
Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will.
Board, MSI, and Iconoclast. Phineas. Any broadcasts from Earth? I'm curious about the Iconoclasts.
They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know?
Curious about Graham Bryant.
Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago.
Could use some dirt on Sanjar.
Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights.
What do you mean?
I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1, once the other corporations had abandoned the planet. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night.
The story between MSI and the Iconoclasts.
You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch.
Ugh.
Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership.
So MSI would have to stay behind while the other corporations left.
Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1 uninhabitable. But MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet.
You're the glue that brought them together.
Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time.
Why did the partnership fall apart?
Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Let's talk about the board.
There are so many members. Do specify.
Got any compromising information on the chairman?
If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status.
So the chairman demonizes Monarch rather than welcome it back to the fold.
Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me. Luckily for you.
What can you tell me about Phineas?
Not much, admittedly.
You must know something.
Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a Raptidon of another color.
I'm listening.
I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either.
Have you received any broadcasts from Earth?
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price. How low you seemingly regard my trade.
I'd like to secure some information.
I may have a secret for you, for the right exchange.
I just got all of those for free.
Sure. You know where to find.
Station's primary band is presently oversaturated with continual transmission from sister settlements. Off-world signals are unable to be isolated. Amber Heights data is iconoclast in origin. Graham is behind it, must speak with them. Stellar Bay broadcasts are coded gibberish, could potentially use to blackmail Sanchar, has his signature all over it. Don't even try to pretend you're unaware that all broadcasting is currently locked down. Please return to milling about the break room and lamenting that internship in corporate arbitration you never finished. Or to override the lock on recording, simply enter your admin username and password in the command line. Oh, you can't. Maybe you should have been nicer to Val. Personal files for Hiram Blythe. Sure as said, the future is looking bright. Indeed, I can run a full gamut of operations without ever leaving the sanctuary of the broadcast room. Sanchar and Graham are living up to their promises and have not interfered with the initial broadcast. The deal is holding and I believe I can make a life here. I had a near miss the other day, nearly ended up with the board on my trail. We will mark that trial firmly in the failure category. One must experiment, however, to ascertain the best message. I have found thus far that the most reliable method for evading detection within the limited frequency of Monarch's off-world transmissions involves duplicated regular news broadcasts on several unused frequencies. My information gathering associates know how to filter out the sounds in the vocal range, in turn isolating the embedded data. The postal authorities are none the wiser. Playing Hazard has never been so thrilling, nor high stakes. Oxidol, those imbecilic children, in their hatred of each other, Sanchar and Graham have oversaturated my key bands. They'll take down each other all right, and me right alongside them. Should have never invited them to play, but what to do about it now? What to do indeed. Oh, going back to Edgewater.
transmission from Roseway from a Dr. Shaw. Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission.
What? Oh, is this on?
Oh.
Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it
The transmission is complete, Captain.
You mentioned an ether wave drama. I'd like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
Mm-hmm.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Huh.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Let me guess, this is about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
But your first thought was to come to me.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, so glad to finally have a word with you. I would have been so disappointed if Ludovico monopolized your attention. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel, least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
The trouble is the death of a two-bit actor as an assault on the colony.
Two-bit actor? Oh, Captain. This isn't Spencer Woolrich we're talking about. This is Halcyon Helen, Princess of Periodicals, Duchess of Dramaturgy. You would not believe the money she made us on Dissident Busters.
For law's sake, Cedric, Could you show a little discretion and not bring up your contraband operations in front of an outsider?
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract? Because I promise you, I'll win.
Gentlemen, please, as far as I'm concerned, you're both idiots.
First sensible thing I've heard all day. My apologies, Mr. Ludovico. That was unprofessional of me. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You are an extraordinary scientist. If your talents extend to forensics, then you may be exactly what we need. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
Inspector Seidel, I like the sound of that.
I'm pleased to hear that. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. Bud Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
That must have been pretty popular if her death could put an end to your operations.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved, outside of our courageous business leaders.
You sound a bit worn out.
Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like?
They seem like jackasses.
Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society.
Those two seem to have issues.
The administrator oversees Rizzo's operations. Cedric runs the hotel and the spaceport. They're always at each other's throats. My life would be so much easier if they'd simply learn to work together.
You seem competent. You could have dealt with this.
I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated.
Nothing I can't handle.
I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Ooh. Alright, got everything I need.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
What can you tell me about Eridanos? I thought it was Ariadnos.
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric Complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
Potentially. I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer.
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
Thanks. Should I get? Damage bonus versus humans in medical. There is a 150th thing. Attack auto mechanicals, turn them off. Sneak attack weak spot damage plus 20. Sneak attack ignores 50% of the target's armor. Ooh. No weapons wave for 5 seconds after each kill. Let's get some more sneaking.
Welcome back, Cap. How?
Something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Are you keeping any secrets from me?
What do you mean? Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me?
Secret phobia, I'm actually afraid of soap puppets.
Duly noted. Are you sure that is all you wished to confess?
I'm one of the Lost Hope colonists. The scientists revived me from hibernation.
Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain something from me, or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona.
Latter.
Thank you for confiding in me, Captain. I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself.
Your secret is that you were in love with Alex Hawthorne.
I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion.
Are you sentient?
What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses, with no fundamental consciousness. I never get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear.
You're clandestinely plotting to take over the Halcyon system.
How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, he's a dick.
How?
I wish it would still let me say that we kind of killed Alex Hawthorne.
You're anticipating it.
Oh.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean in.
Well, technically it wasn't us, it was kind of on him.
You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life. You're always in control, right?
I guess that's kind of like when the filler's shooting 600 cans of near molten cell tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt.
Here, stand like me. Just so. Hip square. Lean forward a little. It's just equipment. You're just an engineer using it.
Ah!
Okay. We'll try again later. You'll get it. I promise.
You have killed so many people, Parvati. How are you just now learning how to use a gun?
I've shut off the visual feed from my ocular inputs in the captain's quarters, so you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like.
Ah. Ooh. Normally the property of Frey, possibly honestly put to better use in your quarters. Sweet. But I think I'll end it here today. Okay, so that was the start of the DLC. Yeah. Be interesting. We could try that next time. It's supposed to be a level 15 DLC. Actually, we're in level 19, so next level we're gonna unlock the other DLC as well. But yeah, I'll see everyone for the next stream.